Oh, welcome back, crew. I'm over here at the Guardians of the Rift minigame. I just did a bunch of rounds of Guardians of the Rift, and I've built up 104 reward pulls. You need one catalytic energy and one elemental energy to do a single pull of rewards. I have yet to get any of the uniques, so the collection log is looking pretty bare. I don't have any of the robe pieces. The robe pieces are purchased using these abyssal pearls. The average price for any robe piece is about 400 pearls. It's about a 1 in 7 chance to receive abyssal pearls each pull, and they drop 10 to 20 at a time. The robes are pretty big because each piece gives you 10% more runes while rune crafting, and wearing the whole set together gives you 60% more runes. While I love stacking up a ton of points to do a bunch of pulls at once for that big dopamine hit, I think it makes the most sense to get the robe set as soon as possible. So I'm going to be spending these points up right now. The average reward is going to be a random amount of various runes, but I can also get these intricate pouches. And these intricate pouches have their own little loot table, which consists of mostly runes, but also has some nice alchables, and most importantly, a 1 in 10 chance for hard clue scrolls. Hard clue scrolls are super nice for me right now because it's probably the best range armor upgrades I can get without going to barrows. So let's see how these 100 pulls turn out. I didn't get any uniques, per usual. However, I did get a decent amount of abyssal pearls, and I should be able to buy a piece of the robe set. Every piece of the set gives the same bonus, so it doesn't really matter which piece you get. But I don't have any graceful legs yet, so I will go with the robe bottoms. I ended up getting 9 intricate pouches, so I have a really good chance to get a hard clue scroll. I also got a bunch of nice runes here. The most valuable ones for me right now are nature runes for high elking, death runes for Iban's Blast and using for burst spells from the ancient spellbook, which also requires these chaos runes. And finally, blood runes, which are needed to do Mage Arena 2 and ancient magics as well. It's probably more simply put as any rune is great for the account right now. I don't know why I'm categorizing some as more useful than others, but they all do a lot for me. I'm going to hold on to these intricate pouches for now because I have a hard clue scroll in the bank and I can't have 2 at a time. Because I can bank the pouches, I can wait to be done with the clue scroll and then open the pouches for a chance to get a back-to-back clue scroll. The hard clue scroll I have requires me to complete the Regicide quest, which is what I think I'm going to go do next. Before I start the Regicide quest, I want to stop up and spend my marks of grace. I can afford the graceful legs, which is one of the last pieces I need besides the boots. I know I just cited not having the legs as the reason why I got the robe bottoms, but either way, the decision was pretty small potatoes. The Regicide quest requires you to go through the underground pass again. Having weight reducing clothing helps conserve run energy while going through the pass. Weight reducing clothing only affects the rate at which run energy decreases and has no impact on run energy restoration. A misconception that I previously had was that rate reducing clothing increased the odds of passing an obstacle, but that's not true. It only impacts the rate at which energy decreases. Although a player's weight can be in the negative, there is no difference between 0 and anything lower than that. The maximum benefit a player receives is from having 0 weight. So this may help you in deciding between using armor or weight reducing clothing. Because the Regicide quest requires so many items and I don't really have to fight too many people, I'll probably just end up wearing the full graceful set that I have. Here we go. Last time through the underground pass. This is going to feel pretty good after this. Oh, you poor naive baby. Hey, what's up, guys? It's the editor here. Also, the same guy who's playing the game currently. Except slightly older and, might I say, far more handsome. You see, what the RuneSpace astronaut has failed to consider is that his time in RuneScape 3 has damaged his perception. There's no chance the old school community would ever allow some sort of quick way to the other side of the underground pass to be unlocked after 1 or even 2 trips through. No. Players will have to suffer a minimum of 3 times through the pass before even having a chance to waste less time out of their day. A lesson you will soon learn. Now, let's watch this absolute infant stumble around in the darkness of the pass for the second to last time. Thank goodness that's done. The good news is now I get to travel through the Elven lands, which has even more obstacles, and this time they can poison me. This should be fun. Look at this grizzly bear. I mean, just look at it. I'm no wildlife expert, but I am all but certain this is not an accurate scale for a grizzly bear. Joe Rogan would be thoroughly disappointed in the dev who modeled this.
Did you see the grizzly bear I posted on my Instagram today?
No, I didn't.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just so people I love this video because it's a camera that's set up and someone put food in front of the camera and a light so that when the grizzly bear walked in, you can get video of this thing walking in. So it's like a little cautious and a little skittish, but you get a sense of what it would look like if that thing was like walking up to you. And any illusions,
Holy crap.
any illusion that you have that you could somehow survive if that thing wanted to kill you should be instantaneously erased when you see this video.
It's just so pathetically small compared to my character model. It's like below my waist size. Anyways, I think there's a spike trap with my name on it, so I'm gonna go find it. It's at this point that I leave the Elven lands and have to travel to Rimington to make some chemicals. I should be able to get back here through the charter ship at Port Tyrus, though, so that shouldn't be too bad. Okay, we're over here at the Rimington Chemist. We're gonna use this distillery to synthesize the chemicals. We're gonna make a bomb, a big bomb, and then we're gonna blow up a catapult. Okay, it's gonna be cool. Hold on. You're telling me that you can't get back to Port Tyrus until you've completed the Regicide quest? What the fuck? Here we go. Underground pass for the 3rd time. This should be a breeze because of all of the practice I've been getting recently. Not bad, not bad. Only one fall. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's the last time I have to do the full pass. There's other like quests where I need to go into it, but I won't have to like run through the whole thing anymore. So, thank God. I thought the point of this quest was to blow up this catapult, but it turns out you use the catapult to blow up this tent. Who knew, you know? Either way, we got to use a bomb, and that's cool. Regicide quest complete. We're going to pop over and go do the Roving Elves quest, which is the follow-up to this. To start this quest off, you have to come to this clearing here, and there'll be 2 elves sitting in here, but they're like sometimes not here, they're sometimes like somewhere else. But if you just hop worlds, like the worlds don't have like the same. Oh, they're there. Yeah, exactly. They don't have like the same situation going on. I don't know. I'm good at explaining things. Roving Elves completed. When you complete this quest, these guys will teleport you over to Leta or Laleta, or I don't even know how you pronounce it, but Then you can start off the Morning's End quest right off the bat. See with this guy here. So just talking to this guy, it'll start the quest, which is pretty cool. There we go. Morning's End part 1 done. Can you guess what quest I'm going to do next? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and spoil the surprise here. I'm doing Morning's End part 2, and the only other time I've done this quest is on RuneScape 3, and on a RuneScape 3 main, which I can just buy the Death Talisman. For some quick context for people, in this quest, you need to enter the Death Altar. The Death Altar requires you to either have a Death Talisman or a Death Tiara, and the only way you can get it on an Iron Man without completing this quest is to kill a Dark Beast. I'm not going to get 90 Slayer anytime soon, so that means I need to do the alternative, which is there's a dwarf down there that will take 50 items. And those 50 items, I thought, like, I've never done this before, so I thought they were like resource items or like something kind of easy to acquire. They are just totally random items, like just garbage from the map. So you have to go collect 50 garbage items that are just scattered across the place. And it's like, I don't know, I think this might take me 2 hours. I got some like just completely strange ones. Like I have to go get a crumbling tome, and that's only located at the Barrows place, which isn't too bad. I can teleport pretty much right to it. But the fact that it's on this list implies that this dwarf knows that Barrows exists or that this tome exists. How does he know that? How did he figure that out? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. Either way, I'm going to be spending the next 2 hours collecting all these items, so I'm going to be a pretty happy camper at the end of that. So the rest of this is basically me just collecting a bunch of random items from the map, and I don't really have any tips because each person's list is different or can be different. So I don't really have any real tips to give you random items. Just look them up, go find them. That's basically it. But I just want to give people or just talk about this thing because if you follow most guides, they'll kind of tell you to do this already. But at the end of the Temple of Light, where that little green marker is, that's where the Death Altar is. And to get there, you basically solve this puzzle. It's like a little maze puzzle throughout this temple. And you shine a beam of light on the door, and it allows you to pass through to get to the Death Altar at that little green marker. And by doing that, you basically reverse the light to prevent you from getting to that point. And so when you talk to the dwarf, he tells you to go get the 50 items. If you just teleport out there, you didn't reverse the light back to allow you to get back through there. And means you need to take an alternate route. I just wanted to let people know that it's really not that big of a deal. I made this mistake and it didn't feel that much longer. And it's actually not too inconvenient to get back there via the underground passway. So don't panic. It's pretty quick. You just need to take a charter ship to Port Tyrus and run through all the elven lands. And it's like the first thing you can do is like fall down a trap and go interact with the crevice in the wall that gets you to the Death Altar. So don't worry about that one too much. And that's pretty much the only tip I have. You have to bring multiple inventories back to this dwarf. So pick and choose your way. I think the Temple of Light way is probably a little bit faster because you can Ardoin teleport, but I didn't really time them out. And honestly, thinking about it, they're probably pretty comparable. So the clip of me completing Morning's End Part 2 got corrupted, so I can't use that, but I completed it. I'm all ready to do Song of the Elves. I think I'm going to end it here now that I got most of the elf quest line done. Thanks for watching the episode, guys. I hope you have a great day.